ride with me for a minute, man. We finna talk some real stuff, man. Just hop on in. Put the seatbelt on.
Some say a UFO, just life outside is out. Okay, the beat going ace, so you know this on bananas. They say I went commercial, some try to change the channel.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Life Outside Atlanta podcast. And you know, your boy been fishing, and we got the reels bent.
Oh yeah.
All four of them bent, you hear me? Yeah, float done went under, goddammit.
I ain't lying.
But
yeah, today y'all in for a treat, man.
The new, and I tell you, I'm talking about got the streets on fire. Fishing rod bent, you hear me? April Willis-Haynes.
Yo.
How you been?
So what's up? All is well. Can't complain.
Okay. Congratulations on your new book. I done read it. It's definitely a good read, and I recommend it to everybody out there. And
thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's for everybody. I want everybody to understand. They see that title and think it's just for the black woman, but this is for everybody.
Okay, go ahead and tell them the title again one more time. What it is?
So the title of the book is 13 Reasons I'm Not Your Angry Black Woman.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to start off with a few questions, if you don't mind, I got for you. I hate to catch y'all guard like this, but I just want the people to get an understanding of what's going on.
Hey, it's all real spit, so let's do it.
All right. My first question, what inspired you to write 13 Reasons I'm Not Your Angry Black Woman, and why now?
Long overdue. I started in my profession at a young age. I mean, I was a young spitfire, said what I meant what I said at a very young age. I started out in healthcare, so I always felt like I had to explain my explanations of why I'm saying what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. Yeah. I mean, I've had to explain my voice carries. Like, you don't know how many times I've had to say, well, they're like, oh, well, you come across harsh or abrasive, but my voice carries. It's deep. You know, I don't speak soft spoken. I don't have a soft tone. Yeah. So, I mean, you got to take it up with the big man, because this how he made me. You did. Like, so it's one of those things that I wrote it from notes from over 10 years ago, and literally the timing was now because I've personally become an empty nester. I got 2 young black women as daughters, and they're not quite like me, but at the same time, I don't want them to feel like they have to shrink in any situation, career-wise, relationship-wise, friendship-wise. So it's just been a long time coming.
Sound good to me. Okay, we're going to keep that thing rolling. Got a few more. Let me think. How did you navigate the emotional labor of writing about stereotypes that have personally affected you? Like, where you get the courage from?
It kind of was in me, man. Just I use it as fuel. Like, I used to use it as fuel in the wrong way. Like, I would say, person, I go to work, you say something on, like, I cuss you out and quit, like, right then and there, like, and move on to the next. Like, that was my attitude. Like, it just was. So that's emotionally tasking, right? Like, who want to really quit their job? I'm working because I need the money. Exactly. But at the same time, I valued my respect more. So literally, it was just notes of frustrations and feelings that I've had. And that's how I kind of just said, let me put this in the writing. You always hear that, you know, that's what songwriters do. They write down their experiences, write down their emotions. Yeah. And I felt like I had a lot of emotions. So I said, you know, I always took notes, and I finally was like, let me just take all this emotion and put it in a book. Okay. So that's how we landed here now today.
So what I'm saying, I'm sure there's a lot of women out there, you know, that can use the information. So yeah, that perfect there. Let me see.
Absolutely.
Was it a moment during the writing process when you knew this book would be bigger than you, like bigger than life, like necessary?
Oh, absolutely. Simply because I've shared my personal experiences, of course, with my personal circles, and it was always similar. I probably was a little more vocal in my friend group or in my circles. Like I said, I just say what I say and leave a job.
Yeah.
Where I had people in my circle that, like, that wasn't their story. They weren't finna really take it there like that. So it's always been shared experiences that I knew went way beyond my circles as well. So that's when I knew, like, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Like my grandma used to always say. And I've always been big on principles, but that always led to consequences. Like I just said, losing a job or, whatever the case may be. But I knew that this book was going to be bigger than me because I knew this story resonated with so many Black women, if not every Black woman at some point in their life.
Most definitely. 13 Reasons I'm Not Your Angry Black Woman. Like, they title it bold, unapologetic. What does it mean to you not to be the angry Black woman?
It's just not allowing the label. You don't allow people to label you. Most of the time, the crazy thing is I'm far from angry in real life.
Exactly.
Like, my real life is good. Like, I love my family. Like, I vacation. Like, I'm not even angry in real life. So to give me a label of anger,
crazy.
It's crazy. It's like, because I said what I said, admit what I said, I am far from angry in real life. So that's the biggest part about it, being like, I am not your angry Black woman, because in real life, I'm not angry.
Yeah. Okay. It makes sense to me, man. So how do you distinguish between the righteous anger and the stereotypes of being angry? Like, what's the difference between the two to you?
My righteous anger comes from watching generations before me, right?
Okay.
So, like, I've watched my mama shrink to not lose a job or to not be confrontational, and my grandmama sit back in a relationship or just, where the man was what I say goes. Yeah. So that's more of a righteous anger, and that caused some real anger in me. I remember a time I went to one of my mama's jobs, I think it was at a Burger King or something, and like just hearing how somebody else was talking to my mama at this little, excuse my language, pissy ass job. Like, that spark. So I made me like, man, if you don't slap the hell out of him or her, whoever, like, who y'all talking to? So that was the righteous anger in me, because that's my mama. You really chumping her off, but she got to keep this job to feed us, so she really just kind of taking it. So that caused some real anger in me. And for me, like, when I speak, that kind of taught me to be like, nah, I can't do that. I can't handle that. I'm not going to be that way. And so mine came with more sass, I would say, than anger. And so my sass ain't anger. I'm just, it's more so that I ain't my ancestors versus being angry.
Okay. So let me ask you this. What myths or assumptions did you feel most called to dismantle in this book? Like, as far as what the public trying to put on y'all, what you had to break down and let them know that ain't what it is?
For sure, the angry part is not true. Most times we aren't angry. If you look at the definition of angry, that's not us. And the shrinking part, I just watched, not even in past generations or before me, like friends, family members. Right now, I watched them shrink to keep other people comfortable. Yeah. And why we got to do that? I feel like Black women as a whole, for sure, just in any situation, but as Black women, we sure enough got to, like, get in line, fall in line, be quiet, don't say too much, don't do too much, or it's going to come off the wrong way. So the biggest thing I want to dismantle was, like, we can't shrink to make others comfortable.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I can hear the passion in your voice, man. It's like, when you decide to write with both fire and tenderness at the same time so people can understand, how did you balance your truth telling with just the grace of it? You know what I mean?
Oh, now having some grace telling the truth was something I done had to work on a long time. And I probably recently got there, being honest with you. But my mentors, man, I had some amazing women in my life who instilled grace in me. Even though it took me a minute to get it, it took. I had women though. I had one of my best friends' mom. I would just watch her in awe, like give somebody the business in the most respectful, polite, graceful way ever. Like, real talk. And I used to be like, yeah, I want to be able to do that. Like, I want to be able to, because she just said the same thing I would have said, but it was how she did it, and the person didn't leave away sad or offended or feelings hurt. Like, I want to learn that. So just mentors gave me that grace piece. I had a teacher, 8th grade. She always spoke into me, but she was the first person to let me know you're going to have something to say that people aren't going to like.
Yeah.
So I kind of struggle with, well, what that mean? They need to hear it, but they ain't going to want me to say it. So just those are two mentors that really stick out to me that installed grace in my truth telling. So that's how I was able to kind of balance that out at this day and age in my life.
Okay. So let me ask you this then. So, like, when you put it that way, what role did forgiveness, especially like self-forgiveness, play in your storytelling? Like, where did it come from?
Forgiveness, self-forgiveness. Working on tone for me, because my voice does carry. Yeah. So that's something I know personally needed work. I am a Taurus at heart. I'm a true Taurus in and out. And most times is we said what the F we said, and if you act like you didn't hear it, we can make it clear for you. So it's just working on that piece of me to make sure that I don't, because I do want you to hear what I said, but I don't want to leave you feeling some kind of way once I say it. So I had to forgive myself for the numerous times that I've done that, in telling the truth and being like real and giving people what I felt they needed. But that's something that I had to forgive myself to work on. Like, that came with growth. So,
wow. So
that was part of the forgiveness era for me, to forgive myself for, like, I always felt like I had the right thing to say, but necessarily the way I said it. So, yeah, that's that.
So let me ask you this then. Other women out there who may be going through it, like, how do you hope this book help the readers heal, especially, the Black women?
Oh, man, heal, like, just relinquishing the silence. Like, silence isn't always golden. Honoring your right to be heard loud and clear, breaking the chains of being agreeable. Yeah. Black girl magic is a real thing. And that's not that other people or races or sexes can't be magical. But if you know, like, historically, we the ones who raised the children, fed the ones that wasn't ours, groomed the very offspring of those who oppressed us. So, yes. I mean, they saw it. I hope, but I ain't gonna let you breastfeed my baby, and I don't think that's special about you. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the thing.
Just keeping it real. Historically, it's shown that, it's something different about us that people see and not necessarily want to acknowledge. So now it's time for us to just acknowledge it ourselves. And so that's what I hope readers get from this and heal from that being silenced and shrinking when you got all this greatness in you. You know what I mean?
Man, if y'all ain't got that book, y'all better run out there and get it. I'm trying to tell you, but I got some more questions though, man. Let me ask you this. Okay,
for sure.
When you're speaking on, the Black girl magic and all that good stuff, you say it ain't just everybody got their own little magic. What do you want men and non-Black readers to take away from this book?
Oh, man. What escape phase? What I need from you is understanding. Oh, yeah. Understanding. Like, that's it. Understand. Because a lot of times they take away, they don't hear the words versus the tone or the assertiveness that they like to call aggression. Yeah. So understanding, man, Black women have to support everybody. We support in our workspace. We usually carry the weight. In our households, we carry the weight. We got to support our Black men. We got to keep the peace between children, keep the peace when or when our spouses ain't feeling it. We got to nurture inside our house. We go to work. We got to help the woman in the bathroom crying. So we got to nurture outside our house. Yeah. I mean, we carry a lot of responsibility. So it's just an understanding of that. Sometimes don't miss the message because you're worried about the messenger. Like, always try to catch the message. So that's what I want men to take away, and non-Black readers, like the understanding.
Okay, so they ain't got no excuse to try to feel like they left out.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Moving right along. So the people around you, how has like your family, the village, friends, community, how have they responded from you speaking your truth? Or have you always been wanting to speak your truth? Like, how do they take it?
I've always been wanting to speak my truth, that's for sure. But I cannot credit what I've done without my village, for real, for real.
Okay.
That's one thing I preach to people now, bro. If you don't got one, you got to get you a village. That's like the most important thing you can have in life. You cannot do this thing called life by yourself. Of course, God is always there, head of my life. But at the same time, I got to have a village. And for me personally, I need somebody in that village to be judgmental. The young people saying we listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I need you to judge me. Because I need it straight, no chaser. Because I can be stubborn. So I need at least one or two good old judgmental folks that's going to say, oh, nah, that ain't it. And that's going to disagree with me. So, I love that about my family, my village, my friends. Somebody got to be judgmental with me anyway. That's my personal take sometimes. But I've gotten a lot of good responses. Everybody who's read it said definitely. I just feel like we was having a conversation. So,
personally, I had a chance to read.
And I appreciate
it. It's a good read. Definitely a good read, man. Oh,
I appreciate it for sure.
So let me ask you this then. Put it this way. What conversation do you hope this book spark in the homes, classrooms, and healing circles all across the country, the world? Because I'm sure it's finna get there. Like, talk to them. Oh,
absolutely. I hope so. I wanted to spark the conversation that one, assertiveness is not aggression. Yeah. So let's remove that label just because I said it what I meant. Exactly. I'm not aggressive. And polite, and this is one of the chapters in my book. Polite isn't always peaceful. Okay. Sometimes being polite can disturb the peace. Yeah. When you don't let people know how you truly feel, especially your own inner peace. And to me, peace is more valuable than any coin that's out there. And so polite isn't always peaceful, man. And learning to agree to disagree without anger, like that's okay. Like, we don't have to agree. Like, that's what give us a little razzle dazzle. That's what makes it fun. If you talk to people and y'all always on the same page all the time about the same stuff, for me, that kind of get boring. Yeah. I like a little debate every now and then. So, sparking the conversation that we can agree without anger. We can disagree without anger.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So hopefully that's a message that people get from this, for sure.
I love it. Okay, shit. Let me ask you this then. So if your daughter or future generations read this book years from now, which I'm sure they will, what you hope they feel?
Mm-hmm. Well, I already know my daughters know a future generation with the book. First of all, they're gonna say OG didn't play the radio. They're gonna be the first thing, depending on how they're raised. But for real, just having a voice, but keeping your integrity intact at the same time. Yeah. Being very mindful of tone and delivery. Like I said before, that's something it took me a long time to learn. So hopefully I can teach that to them earlier on. That way they don't feel the need to shrink, and hopefully it won't be labeled as aggression. Verbiage can be the exact same, but that tone and delivery are very important. And most importantly, man, just staying true to yourself and your beliefs and making sure they coincide with the life that you live in.
Man, what I'm talking about. Hey, so we gonna keep this thing going, man. Got a few more questions. You still got time, don't you? Got a few more questions.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm here. I'm here for the people.
Okay. So how did this book connect to your broader mission of storytelling and spiritual leadership?
Connecting with a broader spiritual leadership. Yeah. Hopefully for those who chose, especially before us, who chose silence over violence or ruffling feathers, they can now reflect and redirect to a place where we can have a voice, but still have that voice with grace and conviction. Yeah. So we won't take the back seat and just teaching us, like I said, how to do it. So hopefully it's a space where, like, we're not going to choose silence over violence. Now, if you want violence, we can give you violence, but we going to give it with grace and conviction. So we're gonna stand on business about it for sure.
Okay. So what you got going on next? Like I said, I read this book. I love it. I can't wait till the next one come out. Like, what you got going on, as far as your next project, and what you got going on after this new release?
Well, right now I'm just like I said, I'm embracing all the feedback, the love, the support from the book. But I got bit. I ain't gonna lie, I got bit by the bug. Like you had to ask me 3 years ago, I was gonna be writing books. I was like, what? Absolutely not. I'm watching Housewives. I ain't got time for that. But I got something super, super big in the pipeline. I don't want to speak too much on it, but man, it's gonna do some healing in our own personal homes and communities. I mean, I think it's gonna be big.
Yeah, man. Y'all gonna have to tune in to part 2. You know what I mean? To catch the rest of it. She got more coming down the pipeline. 13 Reasons I'm Not Your Angry Black Woman. With that being said, you can download the Kindle app, but you really don't need the Kindle app to get the book. You can catch it on Amazon.com. Just search April Willis-Haynes or look up 13 Reasons I'm Not Your Angry Black Woman. And with that being said, I will have the link in the description box. And till the next time, I'm headed to the lake, man. Hey, and make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share if you're trying to go fishing, man. I'm out.